All right, folks, welcome back. This is Chris here from TheBigToyAuction.com. We're bringing you some more great collectibles as they come in to us, more antique collectibles, etc., that sort of thing, as they come to us here at the gallery. I'm going to jump right into it. We've got some neat kind of old ephemera comic books, if you will. These are Oral Roberts' True Stories, King of Kings, exactly from our consigners. So if you like this sort of thing, if you like the old comic books, if you like similar to Classics Illustrated is kind of what these are. They are not in the best shape, but they are fantastic to find nonetheless, over 60 years old. So let's buckle in, and I'm going to take you through these. Our first one up here is Oral Roberts' True Stories, King of Kings, number 112. Weird thing about this, it jumped from 1 to about 9, and then all of a sudden sped up to 112. None of the ones in between. Why that is, I don't know. I think it had something to do with the publication of other magazines. I know Robert Beerbaum does a little bit of a history on that. Now this one, let's get a scan of it real quick. So we'll scan through. Hey, do those lasers show up in the... I don't think they do. That's pretty neat. And then I'll show you the back as well before I show you some of the issues with it. Obviously a little bit of a... Oh, shouldn't get the finger in there yet. Obviously a little bit of wear and tear here, some browning on it, a little bit of foxing. But now when we wear the gloves like this, we wear these to protect ourselves, or well, to protect the book and ourselves, I suppose. But we wear the gloves, it makes it a little bit hard to handle the book, so we use a little card to help us out, keep everything safe. Now I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to get some scans of it as well, just to show you what happened here. It has come loose as shown. I'll show you both covers. And it's got some music in it. That's pretty fun. So the cover has come completely off, unfortunately. But we will make that known to you and available. We'll show that in the camera here. We'll get a couple of scans of it. How's that scan coming out? I don't want it to cut off, so we might take one extra photo afterwards. Let me do that very quickly. The way our scanner system is set up, it does need a white background. So let's jump this in right here real quick. That way you get the full force and effect of it. Hey, we've got some time, so why not? I'll show you both covers there, so you are aware. And if you like this sort of stuff, it's sort of old Christian memorabilia. If you are a fan of Oral Roberts, if you like MC 900-foot Jesus, if you like any of those things, then this is it for you. All right, so good. So that cut it off pretty nicely. And so now you know everything that we know about this book. Again, from 1958, November, if I'm not mistaken, of 1958. This is the King of Kings story, obviously telling the story of Christ. We're going to jump right to it here. This is the Song of Freedom. I'm going to remove this just so it crops it closer when we do it in our post. We'll crop it a little bit nicer through our scanner. We'll get a couple of scans of that. I'll be curious to review this later and see if you see the lasers. We see them here, but it does a nice little laser thing when it does it. This is Song of Freedom, Oral Roberts' True Stories once again. Some sort of Nazi story being told here. And I'll show you the inside if we can. I don't want to mangle it too much. A little bit of issues there. Obviously some stuff going on. A Nazi soldier, a dog, a young man, and Jesus. Sounds like a setup of a weird joke are hidden in this picture, if you can find them. So you can pause and look on this later if you like. We're not going to take the time to do it right now, but check it out. Now, this is number 114, published in February. So obviously, is this bi-monthly? Is that how they were doing it back then? A little bit loose on the cover, as you can see, but attached. And then we'll show you the back here. That is the back cover, a little bit of creasing, a little bit of wear, exactly as you'd expect. I don't know if this contest is running, but you can help win children for Christ. I don't know how many children he needs to win, but you can certainly help gather them up. All right. Next month, we are about to read about Sandy Jenkins, as this is the next issue in the series. This is 116, if I'm not mistaken. 115 from March of that year. We'll get you the outside cover first. I'll show you that. I'll show you all the way over there so you can see it. A picture of Oral himself. Obviously the namesake of very popular claymation character, Oral. This is the story of Sandy Jenkins. What is Sandy Jenkins' story? I do not know, but you will if you get a chance to read this. Again, this will be available at our next Antiques and Collectibles auction. Pretty neat stuff. Some bad shape on it, but a neat, interesting piece of history. Certainly worth the time and effort to pick this up and put it into your collection. We'll do that again right there. We'll get another scan of the back. Scanner is working terrifically, and that will finish out that one. Before we move on to what I believe is number 116 in April, yes, 116 in April, this is Sandy Jenkins Part 2. Once again, I am unfamiliar with this story, but I believe there is no relation to the infamous Leroy Jenkins. So here we go. Oh, that's a little bit cropped at the bottom for you folks in the video. It's good for the scanner, but I'll push it back up so you can see it in the video. I'm not trying to hide anything. We never do. This is probably the better one of this grouping here. But hey, from 1950, what are we in now? 1959. 60 years old, almost to the day. Pretty fantastic conditions on that right there. We'll turn it over for you so you can see the back. Obviously, the standard wear and tear you might expect for a 60-year-old comic book. It did not get a particularly large print run. And if you'd like to see inside, here we go. We can show you the splash page. Certainly no Avengers-style splash page right here, but a fun one with Oral Roberts, rather, telling the story of Sandy Jenkins, Part 2, The Conclusion. A story so big it needed 2 parts. All right, now we move on here too. This was, I believe, about 2 issues later. This is, let's crack it open for you so you can see. Well, I don't want to damage it. Number 118 in June. This is, we'll get you that real quick. So can you see this? Can you see this right here where it has begun to split? I'll let you know about that. So it has begun to split. We always want to make you aware. I believe there's some writing on that cover. That looks factory. What is that writing? Well, nonetheless, it is there. You see it. I don't think it's going to matter to most of you folks in the long run, but we'll show you everything. Crease down the front, some creasing on the sides, obviously that loose cover, and we'll turn them over here for you so you can see the back. And that'll be him. So you can see a little bit more damage, but overall, the colors are great. And it's a pretty good looking piece right here. Fun book for you. Hope you had a chance to look at it. As always, you can check these out right now at our catalog at TheBigToyAuction.com. Head on over and leave some pre-bids. If you don't like to leave pre-bid, or if you don't like to be there live for the auction, you can leave pre-bids and the computer will do it on your behalf for you. And if you do like to come, we welcome that. We want to see you there, bidding and hitting those buttons, going nuts on it. We certainly welcome that. You can leave consignments with us at our website at TheBigToyAuction.com. And we look forward again to seeing you at the auction.